Have you ever wanted something so badly that your heart aches with hope, but it feels like nothing is happening? You are not alone. Every believer faces moments of longing and struggle, wondering if their prayers are heard. The truth is, Allah is always listening, and the key is never to give up. In this powerful reminder, we will explore inspiring lessons from prophets and companions, showing how persistence, trust, and sincere dua can change lives and open doors beyond imagination. When a desire fills your heart, constant dua keeps that desire alive with purpose. Repeatedly turning to Allah trains the soul to rely on Him rather than outcomes. Dua is not only a request, it is worship that strengthens faith, humility, and hope. Each time you ask, you renew your connection and remind yourself who truly controls all matters. Consistency protects the heart from despair and impatience. Even when emotions fluctuate, continuing dua anchors you in trust. Wanting something deeply becomes meaningful when it pushes you closer to Allah, shaping character, sincerity, and perseverance along the way with patience daily. A delay from Allah carries hidden mercy and perfect timing. What appears late is often protection from harm or preparation for something better. Allah understands what your heart desires, but He also knows what your soul and future require. Waiting develops maturity, discipline, and clarity, allowing blessings to arrive when they can be handled wisely. Some doors open only after lessons are learned and priorities are refined. Delay also separates sincere faith from rushed expectation. Trusting Allah during waiting periods strengthens belief in His wisdom, reminding the heart that His plan unfolds beyond human vision and limited understanding. Allah is aware of the pain that remains unspoken and the tears that fall when no one is watching. He knows the thoughts you struggle to express and the fears you hide behind silence. This awareness brings comfort because you are never misunderstood or forgotten by Him. Even when words fail, intentions reach Allah clearly. He responds to sincerity, not perfection. Knowing that Allah sees every struggle gives strength to endure quietly. It assures the heart that every hardship is acknowledged, valued, and held within divine care and compassion, even before it is ever spoken aloud. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ taught that Allah's mercy is vast and gentle toward those who ask Him sincerely. Raising one's hands in supplication is not a burden upon Allah, but an act He loves. Asking reflects dependence, and dependence is beloved to Allah. Through this teaching, believers learn that turning to Allah is never embarrassing or futile. This understanding builds confidence in prayer. It removes fear of rejection and replaces it with hope. Knowing that Allah welcomes requests encourages the heart to return again and again, trusting in His generosity and kindness without hesitation. Prophet Yunus alayhi salam faced complete isolation, surrounded by layers of darkness with no visible escape. In that moment, he turned entirely to Allah with humility and acknowledgement of his weakness. His supplication was not lengthy, yet it was sincere and filled with awareness of Allah's power. This moment teaches that circumstances do not limit Allah's ability to respond. No situation is too confined, too hopeless, or too late for divine help. When a servant turns back to Allah with honesty, even the most impossible situation can transform into relief and rescue by His command. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam demonstrated complete surrender when he was placed into the fire, having exhausted all worldly means. His heart remained firm, not because of visible safety, but because of absolute trust in Allah's promise. At that moment, reliance replaced fear. This event shows that true faith appears when control is handed entirely to Allah. Help arrived in a form beyond expectation, changing danger into peace. It teaches that when trust is sincere, Allah can alter reality itself. Situations that seem destructive can become sources of honor when reliance is placed fully in Him alone. The companions, Razi Allah Ta'ala Anhu, faced trials that tested their faith, wealth, and even lives. Despite overwhelming challenges, they remained steadfast, never abandoning prayer or supplication. Their patience was active, shown through persistence in worship, obedience, and moral courage. They understood that hardship was a test, not a punishment, and that Allah's support comes to those who endure with sincerity. Their example teaches that faith is strengthened not in ease, but in struggle. By remaining firm, they inspired generations to trust in Allah's plan, showing that consistency and resilience in hardship bring both spiritual growth and divine reward. Persistence in supplication is a sign of a heart that truly seeks Allah's guidance and mercy. It is not the speed or loudness of asking that matters, but the consistency and sincerity behind each prayer. When a person continues to call upon Allah even after repeated trials, it demonstrates hope, reliance, and love for the Creator. This regularity builds spiritual strength, deepens faith, and trains the soul to remain patient and optimistic. Every repeated dua strengthens the connection between the servant and Allah, reminding the believer that steadfastness can turn small efforts into great outcomes, both seen and unseen. Every dua is precious and recorded by Allah, whether it is answered immediately, delayed, or kept for a better time. Sometimes, a request is granted in ways we do not expect, because Allah's knowledge surpasses human understanding. Other times, a dua is saved as a protection, a lesson, or a blessing meant for the future. This teaches that nothing is wasted. Every sincere call has purpose and value. Believers are encouraged to trust that Allah arranges responses in the best possible way, even if it is hidden from view, turning patience into a form of faith and hope into certainty. Allah opens doors at the perfect moment, often when the servant has grown in patience, gratitude, and understanding. Timing is part of His wisdom, and what may feel late is often perfectly placed for maximum benefit. When a person continues to call, trust, and prepare, unseen opportunities align to fulfill their needs. These openings may appear in ways completely unexpected, teaching reliance on divine planning rather than personal control. The key is to remain steadfast, knowing that persistence is noticed and rewarded. Allah's timing ensures that what arrives is not just what is desired, but what is truly best. Remember, no matter how long the wait, Allah's help comes at the perfect time for those who persist in calling Him. Let the stories of the prophets and companions inspire you to stay patient, trust His wisdom, and keep your heart connected through sincere dua. From all of us at Interior Deen, may Allah grant you ease, guidance, and answered prayers. Share this reminder, subscribe for more, and comment Ameen to this prayer for blessings and protection.